Hello everyone, happy Sunday, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. My name is Patrick and this is the CIA Corner Show. Hope you guys are good. This is not an emergency one, but Mr. Yakubu needs to be discussed. Let's roll the intro. Thank you for having me. Please do us a favor. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And if you don't mind, you can make comments. If you disagree with what I say, you're free to make comments because no man is an island. Well, for me. Okay. I want to talk about Yakubu, the current INEC chairman. Today is the 25th of February, and today makes it a year when he called the election. I think it was 4 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. It depends on whose opinion. Anyway, oh, let me take this off first of all. Okay. Now, the election has come and gone. But I want to point something here, because if you go on the social media, people are raining curses or curses with the Ghanaians, raining down. They've gone spiritual. The amount of spiritual attack on Mr. Yakubu is mounting by the hour. Well, I don't know him. I've not seen him before. I've only seen him on TV. But let me say this: people have been raining curses on him because of the election. Was the election perfect? I would say no. Why is it not perfect? I would say because for people to lose their lives, that day makes it, for me, I would say it was not perfect. The election was marred with violence, and people lost their lives. So I will say it's not perfect. One day I will come out and make we will examine. This is the CIA show. We will examine the election, and you're free to decide. But for me, I would say the election was not perfect. That's by the way. Let's go. Now, so people are raining curses on him. It shall not be well with you, your children, your grandchildren, the whatever. There are too many. I can't read them out. But it shows that people are not angry. That people are angry, are not happy with his are not happy with the election. But that's another way. I'm going somewhere. Now, when we talk of curses and raining curses on him, two things. During the time of Buhari, a pastor came out and cursed or proclaimed curses on Mr. Buhari. But Mr. Buhari is still walking around fine. A pastor in Nigeria cursed Mr. El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna. I think the last time I heard he's doing his PhD in Holland. He's still walking around, no problems. Many other politicians have received the same treatment. Some of them, well, many of them are walking around, and all these proclamations has somehow it's now a joke. A joke because even the people, many, I won't say all, but many of these people raining these curses are their hands clean. Are their hands clean? You don't rain curses and you are part of the system. Now, when I say part of the, you might not be an election rigger, but maybe in your office there, you are into fraud. You might not be an election rigger in the same capacity with Yakubu or other politicians, but your hands are soiled as well. Your hands are soiled and you are proclaiming curses. Does it make sense? So your proclamation on the internet space, raining curses on him, will it work? Time will tell, but for me, I see it as a waste of time. Because now people have used them scriptures, the Bibles, and some have gone to Quran, raining curses, and some have gone to their traditional, gods, and have done their bits, but at the end of the day, does it work? I would say no, it doesn't work, because many of your politicians are still alive, walking around with stolen money, and nothing has happened to them. So when people see that your action is ineffective, they don't lose sleep on the matter. They still come out and do their normal thing. Because if your curses, if they work, many of the criminals or many of the politicians that have bad intentions will be afraid to touch or to commit crimes. But it does not work. That's why since 1999, Nigeria has not found its footing. It is one corruption, one scandal or the other. So your curses will not work. That's my opinion. If it works, then the country will sit up. Let me tell you something. God is not a politician. God is not a politician. The things happening in Nigeria is as a result. People went to the ballot box and they voted. But we see it when people, dish out money and you sell your votes. So when the effects of your action comes up, you don't blame anybody, but you blame yourself. You blame yourself. So, just a reminder, Buhari is still walking around. Jonathan is still walking around. Yakubu Gowon is still walking around. Babangida still walking around. The only one we know that is not around anymore is Sani Abacha, the former president of Nigeria. But his family are doing well. Because when you cause these men or these women and their families, they are still walking around. They are going to good schools, enjoying lives, while you cuss around. I will leave this here. But I'll say one thing. God is not a politician. If the system is rigged, if the system is corrupt, it is not God's fault, but the citizens. Give you a good example, Japan. Japan is not a Christian country, but they are doing far well. Comparing them with Nigeria is an insult. But I just want to put that one there. The Chinese are not Christians, but they're doing well. I'm not saying that God is irrelevant. But when your hands, when these same people, many of them that rain curses are morally bankrupt, wicked people, fraudsters, prostitutes, covetous, and wicked, your cause is going nowhere. I leave this here. Please, what do you think? If you have an opposing view, make it known. You can opine. You can type it out there, and that will, you know, I might be saying, I might be right, I might be wrong, but I think I'm correct in this area. But let's hear what you say. Okay, please like, share, subscribe to this channel. At the moment, it's 1 degree centigrade. So let me do my normal runs, and then please, I'm coming in this evening for the Nigeria, the State of the Nation. It's a live show. I tend to, you know, do it every Sunday or sometimes Saturdays, but at least for now, for a start. So please wait for me, and we'll have a lot of things to discuss. Okay, so please, I leave you here. Peace.